I promised to myself I'm not gonna mix anymore.
Oh,
So
really? It's
I'm just
over.
mastering.
It's
Yeah,
just mastering.
yeah.
What was?
I feel like mixing. I mean, mixing is amazing. I used to love mixing, but I got to a point where I like, if to be completely honest, I wasn't really getting excited every single project I was working on, and I felt like it was in a way kind of morally wrong to keep on doing that, and work with clients which for them, you know, are expecting and should get someone who's super enthusiastic on working with them on a mixing project. I just felt like I don't have that fire in me anymore after doing so many mixes. Um, but mastering, on the other hand, is still definitely something that I'm super pumped and excited about doing every morning. Like, you know, that feeling like when you like load a session into, you know, your template and stuff, and you get this feeling like, oh, I can't wait to press play and just start playing around with it. Um,
Do you still get that
so I
from
still get
mastering?
that with mastering. Yeah. So
Wow, that's
I'm,
so interesting that you still get it from mastering but not mixing. I feel like I think mixing has like a sexier, vibe to it maybe than
yeah,
mastering. Like mastering is like this more nerdy kind of like you can't actually do as much even to the song. You can only do like little moves, right?
yeah,
Tell me
yeah.
what you love so much about mastering.
Well, I feel like, okay, so in general, I feel like mixing really changed in the last 20 years. And it's actually like something that I feel like is more about production than it used to be.
Mm,
So I feel like everybody has the technology to do anything in terms of like, you know, the plugins and, you know, computer DSP, blah, 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 blah. And you can actually get to, you know, really good results mixing if you're producing a track. And what I felt happened as a mixing engineer is like people didn't want my opinion anymore as a mixing engineer. They just wanted me to do what they couldn't achieve by themselves, or maybe to kind of just polish it a little bit. Just take their idea and polish it a little bit. And I mean, that's fine if that's what the client wants. But at the same time, I feel like it should be something that is done during the production. And I also feel like in mixing, a lot of times what happens like these days is the production is based on a specific sound and like a specific kind of vibe that's there. They just don't describe it as mixing. They just call it like, you know, production. And then when they get to the mixing phase, it's not only that they don't want to change it, they're right about it. Like it's already kind of baked into it.
right.
And once you start separating it and kind of taking the glue off, it's not right for the
You lose
song.
the
Yeah,
magic.
exactly. So I feel like I'm much more relevant, and I kind of help people more with my mastering hat, because with my mastering hat, I'm not trying to change the mix. I'm not trying to change the, you know, the glue of the song. I'm just trying to make it work in different environments and maybe like add a 5% polish to it. And it's just more fulfilling for me to be at the right place at the right time, as opposed to kind of battling in between, like, should I change this or is it going to ruin, you know, the image that was there before I started, da 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 da. So it's a different mindset. I'm in, I'm out.
Mm,
I work on it for like an hour, I'm done. It's not like a whole kind of
right.
thing with
There's less emotional like it is not that it's not an emotional labor, but there's like that less. It's like less intense. It's like,
yeah,
mix. It's like you're in the you're in the battle.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And so mastering, you feel like you're able to kind of do your creative thing without it overwhelming you and without all like the question marks of like, am I doing what's really right for the song right now? It's kind of just like you go with your gut and then it's basically there.
Yeah, pretty much.